Let's take a look at the integrated application where we can take data from Yahoo's Local Search, which allows us to search for businesses within a radius. And we're going to put that data into a Google spreadsheet. And then we can do a number of operations, as you'll see in other videos, with that data. I'm going to show you how you can map that information, but for this example, that's how far we'll take it. So let's just say that I'm going to create a new spreadsheet first off, and I'm going to call this new spreadsheet. I'm going to save it, and I'm going to call it IntegrateIt. IntegrateIt. Okay, so I'm going to save that, and you'll see that this spreadsheet at this point in time just has one sheet within it called Sheet 1, just like you would have within Excel. And if I go back over here to the integrated Yahoo Local Search, I can put in whatever criteria I want. Let's just say I'm going to search for bagels. And you can put in a specific address, a specific street address. This is important for distances. Or you can enter in a zip code. So I'll just use my zip code. And then you can say a range of distance that you want to use for that information. So I'm going to say 10 miles from that zip code. I want to find all the bagel shops. And if this was my bagel shop, Brad's Bagel Shops, I could search for Brad's Bagel Shops, and then I can create a store locator, as you'll see. But I'm just going to search for all the bagel shops. Maybe I want to send a mass email out to them, and I'm sorry, not a mass email, a mass snail mail to all of them, and I want to use mail merge to be able to do that. So I would be able to do that through this interface. And you can see that I'm searching 10 miles. I can change it to 100 miles or whatever distance I want. Change the range down to a mile from my house, for example, if I just want to know all the closest bagel shops. And I can include any number of fields here. I'm going to change this order around. I'm just going to say the full address first, then the name of the business, phone number, distance, and then we can include any number of additional fields: latitude, longitude, total ratings, and then I'll say the average of those ratings, and I can look at the last review, the URLs, more information that I can get as well. And then we have the offset. If we had a big range, let's say it was 100 miles, and I wanted to get all the bagel shops, and I was going to do a mailer, and I wanted to do them 100 at a time, I would say that I want to find 100 records. And I would start at 0, then I'd start at 100, then I'd start at 200, and so on. Then I provide my Google username and password. This is what I used within Google back over here when I created this new spreadsheet, or when I logged into Google Docs. And then I put in my spreadsheet name, and I'll just say IntegrateIt is my spreadsheet name. So when I click on populate the spreadsheet, you'll see that what happens is now it pops up with this new bagels in 80209, and you can see it's populating this particular spreadsheet with the data. And so behind the scenes, it's going out and getting all the bagel shops and their names, their distance from that zip code that I entered in, latitude, longitude, number of ratings, the average of those ratings. So this particular business has 2 ratings out there, and it has an average of 5 for the ratings. This one has 1, and so on. And so what you can do within Google is there are a lot of other things you can do once you have these addresses. I could save this spreadsheet off. I can say I want to download it as an Excel spreadsheet, for example, and then I can use that in a mail merge, and I'll show you that in another example where I'm going to export it and do a mass mailer, snail mail mailer to a number of people, and I can create labels and all those great things. So I could do that, and I can also do let's just say that I'm going to select this particular column here, and I'm going to say that I want to insert a gadget, and Google has a number of gadgets in here. I'm going to use a map gadget, and as I mentioned, and I'll show this in another video, is the store locator gadget. And you can create a store locator where a person would enter in a zip code, and it'll show them all the stores within their location. I'm going to say that I want to add just a regular old map into my spreadsheet, and I'm going to call this my Bagel Shops. And I can use the last column as my tooltip. The last column would be the name of the business, and then I can say that I want to zoom it in, and I can change the type of the map, and when I apply it, now what you'll see is right here within my spreadsheet, it actually is populating the addresses on the map. And if I zoom my wheel in here, you can see I can zoom in and out of the locations. As I hover over, the tooltip is the name of each of these bagel shops. And so let's see where we're at right now. We're up to the 17th one. It's pulling that information in.